about sales in agriculture product, you are dealing with a, what should I say? What's a good word for it? But the bottom of the barrel. There is all kinds of stuff which goes on. So at that particular point, at least I decided that we want to be out of it. So we sold this to a big pharmaceutical company, and they bought it off. But as that always happens, they were into chemical pesticides and fertilizer, so they killed the product. But anyway, it was a successful product for me personally, and I made some money. And then I thought that let me now get back to my own area of work. So all in all, the reason I shared my experience with you, the reason for that is that it is very exciting, very heady, but you should go with your eyes open. Most of us, being an entrepreneur or an engineer, we are very happy when we can make a product, but making a product is only the first step. How are you going to sell it? How will you ensure your supply chain, all the logistics, all the sales channels? These are some of the things where you would require help of people like our Dr. Satyanarayan from Derby. He would tell you, and of course today you can also ask Dr. Madan Mohan Rao that how to establish these things. So all in all, it is something which is worth doing, and I don't regret even for a day for the work that I did, and if I had to do it all over again, I will do it. So I want you to have similar things in your head, that if you want to be an entrepreneur, just do it. Because a lot of people were telling me that you have got PhD in the area of electronics, in the area of semiconductor devices. Why are you wasting your time working in the area of biology? But entrepreneurship is entrepreneurship. Whether you sell, someone has very aptly said, whether you sell silicon chips or potato chips, business is business, right? Business is about making money. It is not about high technology. So it is finding appropriate solution, not the most technically advanced solution. So those are some of the things that you should consider, and I wish you all the best, and I wish all the best to the E-Cell. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wise words. Now, it is our pleasure to have Professor Osama Manzar, the founder director of the Digital Empowerment Foundation, DEF, join us today for a virtual talk on topic Tech and Sustainability Emerging Factors. I thank all the dignitaries for their presence and the valuable time.
While we're getting set up, let me just say a few words about Osama Manzar. He's also a partner for our events. He's the founder and CEO of Digital Empowerment Foundation, which is about 20 years old now. If you want to know anything about digital technology in villages, small towns, etc., they are the ones to talk to. So whether you come from a family with any member in handicrafts, farming, import, export, fisheries, he would know something about how digital technology is being applied in rural areas. And there's a lot of very interesting digital applications in rural areas, marketplaces for goods, CAD/CAM design for handicrafts, a lot of things in farming, biotech, and so on. So he's going to give you some insights on technology and sustainability. He's joining us from, he shuttles between Delhi and Pondicherry. So he'll be giving us some very good insights on what they do. They also publish awards every year for the best digital applications of content, mobile applications, and so on in South Asia. He's also a member of the World Summit Awards. These are the United Nations Awards for Best Technology Applications. They have, just like Smart City, they have something called Smart Poor. So villages which have ICTs to do better management of the village, electricity, water, and so on. They won an award last week at the World Summit of the Information Society on World Telecom and Information Society Day. So one of our own people right from India has won the best application worldwide for a technology application in rural areas called Smart Poor. Now I guess we're going to go to the Zoom connection. Osama, are you there? Or let me, I'll talk to him on the phone.
Check, check. Hello, check.
Sir, is the mic working?
Hello, sir, can you hear us? Hello, hello, sir.
Excuse me, sir, are we audible?
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir, are we audible?
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and everybody can see me?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, I can see you. Yeah, you're waving. I can see you from the back. Yeah. Hi. Yes, I can. So is this my time to start? Okay, wonderful. Great. Thanks. Okay, great, nice. Can you all hear me loud? Can you just wave your hand so that I feel like I'm not only on the screen and you are not on the... Okay, great, wonderful. Good to see young people, here concerned about the environment. I'm going to speak and tell you some of the things that you do every day, but you don't know what you do in terms of environmental impact. Uh, we all have been, taking environment more from the greenery perspective, from the carbon footprint perspective, and so many other things. And I want to also and then very few people perhaps academically we figure out that digital itself is one of the biggest violator of environmental sustainability. But somehow we all aspire to buy a tablet, buy a laptop, buy a mobile, one for talking to your girlfriends and boyfriends, some to talk to your parents, and everything has a cost. And I was doing a little bit of research in the last couple of months to figure out, and I want to give you some of the statistics today. How many searches Google do, per second? Any guess? Of course, when you're going to speak, I may not be able to figure out, but 47,000 searches per second. And how much CO2 or carbon footprint does it leave? 564 kg of CO2 or carbon footprint equivalent emitted per minute when anybody is doing a search. One search emits 0.2 gram of carbon footprint. One search, just one search, something like, will Modi be the prime minister or not? Just one search, will leave a footprint of, 0.2 gram of, carbon footprint. 34 ton per hour, Google leave a footprint, carbon footprint. 407 ton per day. 146.188 million ton per year. And that is equivalent to 55 million liter diesel if you would have burned by driving a car or a truck or a bike or anything. So imagine the Google search footprint of carbon footprint is equivalent to 55 liter of diesel. How does it sound to you? I'm just trying to tell you something which is part of our life and on a daily basis, how it leaves various kind of thing. You all must be watching Netflix. How many Netflix subscribers we have? 208 million subscribers. One film making on Netflix that you see leaves 82.5 gram of carbon footprint. 1 hour of watching emits 55 gram of carbon footprint. Watching, not producing. So one of the statistics is that everybody thinks that, big data centers, making laptops, all this would be making a huge amount of carbon footprint. But it is the users who leave more carbon footprint than the manufacturers. And, I have a data. So because of the usage of IT devices, a user leaves 55% of the carbon footprint, and only 45 is by the manufacturers. So these are some of scary statistics. One of the most scary things, because it's a beginning of AI, and everybody is looking for that AI is going to change the world. We all need to learn AI. AI is very efficient. It's going to do our job. It is going to do our homework and classwork and all analysis and so on and so forth. To give you a environmental analysis or context of an AI is that one development of one AI model training is equivalent to a carbon footprint a flight leaves after taking 300 rounds of a globe. Just one AI model training is equivalent to the carbon footprint of 300 times a flight takes a round of a globe. So you can imagine that how much a digital, aspiration actually is environmentally disastrous. And if we do not know how it is impacting, we will not be able to correct it. So it's very important that I have a whole data. I can give you a data of every mail, every attachment, every time you open a screen, how much carbon footprint does it do. So the responsibility is not only on manufacturers and the people who do IT development, but people who develop softwares on applications, people who provide you amazing data centers and all that, but it is also about consumer behavior. How much do you use? What is it that you use for? All this actually is one of the biggest environmental impact that it leaves. I will give you a couple of examples since I am from Digital Empowerment Foundation and we work across the country for digital inclusion and digital pervasiveness for the marginalized communities across the country. We have been working since 2002 to enable poorest of the poor to adopt technology, to adopt digital in the name of efficiency and all that. And in the last 5-6 years, we have actually started working on how the same kind of people who are adopting and adapting technology should do it much more responsibly. It's something like buying a plastic bag. Are you being responsible that how do you throw it, how many times you should use it, how do you dump it and all that. And 2 or 3 things that we are trying to do is the following, and this is an example that one can see even in South India, close to Bangalore. We have a center in Salem and in Mysore, and if you want to go and visit, you can figure it out that how even the marginalized communities are using. So these are the 3 things that we are doing, just for example, which you can also think that how you can also do is that how much should you use any of the devices? What are the purpose of usage? Okay, do not use it as a culture or as a consumer, but use it as a citizen. The second thing is that every electronic good or device or digital device, how are you dumping it? Are you throwing it? Before throwing, do you think that it's reusable, it's circulable, and things like that? So to adopt the circular economy theory, that from buying to disposing, you follow the entire cycle of responsible usage, responsible dumping, responsible recycling, responsible reusing, responsible repair, and so on and so forth. There are 5 R's that everybody talked about: repair, reuse, recycle, refurbish, and then the couple of more things that which I am forgetting that we must do. And the last thing is that what we have created is that we have created an entrepreneurship model around it, in the sense that if there are digital centers or digital literacy centers or digital entrepreneurship center, they are actually collecting all the digital wastes or all the e-wastes and linking that entire collection by selling it to the right kind of e-waste buyers. So by this they are also creating a model of actually